When I heard that the widely successful video game Injustice was going to be adapted into an animated movie, my first response was one of joy, followed quickly by fear.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Hollywood hasn't had the best track record adapting video games into movies.
Your brother's soul is mine.
Are you men enough to fight with me?
Anyone who opposes me will be destroyed.
Connor, you can't!
Oh yes, I can.
Now entering the arena, fighting for the honor of the Tekken Corporation, Kazuya Mishima!
But since it wasn't a live-action adaptation and was an animation, I was hopeful, but not hopeful enough to pay to see it. So I waited the 3 months for it to arrive for no extra charge on HBO Max. So when I saw it on my recently added, I got excited.
So excited! So excited!
But then that quickly was followed by fear when I saw the runtime of 1 hour and 15 minutes. Why would this cost me fear, you may be asking? Well, if you have played the game, the cutscenes add up to almost 2 hours. So my first thought was, this is going to be rushed. But I decided to put my fears aside and go into this film optimistic. So I get comfortable and press play, and within the first 15 minutes, my fears were justified, pun intended. So much was packed into the beginning that you feel lost, and you kind of check out of the film. Now, it does manage to pull you back in, but anytime a movie does something like this, it ain't a good thing. Everything just felt rushed about this film. Even the animation felt rushed. So the plot is kind of about the same as the game. Superman kills Lois and his unborn child because of the Joker. And in his grief and anger, he kills the Joker. And after that, he decides to enact his own brand of justice on the world governments that split the Justice League apart and all our heroes. Some choosing to be on Team Superman and others choosing to be on Team Batman. But Superman being Superman, his way becomes law, and with Wonder Woman by his side, Team Batman is forced to go underground. In Superman's growing hunger for more and more control, he trusts Ra's al Ghul, who has created a robot that can help in controlling the people of Earth. But Ra's al Ghul has other plans and double crosses Superman. So our heroes have to put their differences aside for the moment to take out Amazo, Ra's al Ghul's android. So after they defeat Asimo,
Greetings, I am the Asimo 4000.
Amazo, Superman tells Batman and friends that they will have to go to jail. So the Civil War begins again. So Batman enacts his plans to defeat Superman by bringing another Superman from Earth 1. So we get Superman v Superman. But that isn't enough. So Batman pulls his Zack Snyder card and brings a different version of Lois Lane pregnant to appeal to our Man of Steel one last time, and it works. Superman is persuaded and surrenders. Batman and Catwoman kiss and roll credits. Honestly, this movie didn't need to happen, and it feels like a cash grab. It really didn't add anything to the story, just fills little gaps that you may have had from the games. Also, having Dick Grayson die and become the Darewing, I don't remember that from the game, and it felt forced. And what was with that whole Hinduism in transforming Dick? A plot device that feels forced.
Okay.
Also, the rush to get to Superman turning evil seems to be the sole purpose for the first 30 minutes of this movie. Like it was the payoff. But given that the vast majority of viewers would have already been familiar, and to pander to the few that didn't play the game will leave you asking more questions. This seems to be a different perspective or viewpoint of the alternative Earth from the game. There's no sense of time, that when Diana makes a move on Superman, it feels gross and makes Wonder Woman look bad. The ending was bad, and to add Superman's special move from the game feels like a slap to the face of the loyal fan base. Like, let's just add this so they won't be mad at us.
You serious?
The animation seems to be inspired by Invincible, but unlike Invincible that leaned into the gore and violence, this seems to be weak at its attempt to match the violence and pulls back, and it's noticeable. It was more Invincible than Injustice. I didn't like the animation. They should have gone a more digital route or even a more arcane route. That would have given it more of a video game feel. I did enjoy the voice acting, but given the poorly adapted plot and bad script, the actors didn't have a chance. They got the spirit right, but that's about it. There isn't many times that I say a movie should be longer, but this movie should have been longer, or maybe even a series. The reason we got and are invested in Injustice video games is that we spend time with many heroes and villains that enrich the tale being told. But this felt cheap. So for me, this movie gets a C rating. But these are just my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And like always, that's a wrap.